are decades where nothing happens, and there are weeks where decades happen. Despair is typical of those who do not understand the causes of evil, see no way out, and are incapable of struggle. Without revolutionary theory, there can be no revolutionary movement. Give me just one generation of youth, and I'll transform the whole world. The way to crush the bourgeoisie is to grind them between the millstones of taxation and inflation. While the state exists, there can be no freedom. When there is freedom, there will be no state. It is more pleasant and useful to go through the experience of the revolution than to write about it. There are no morals in politics, there is only experience. A scoundrel may be of use because he is a scoundrel. Whenever the cause of the people is entrusted to professors, it is lost. All official and liberal science defends wage slavery, whereas Marxism has declared relentless war on that slavery. Capitalists can buy themselves out of any crisis, so long as they make the workers pay. Revolution can never be forecast. It cannot be foretold. It comes of itself. Revolution is brewing and is bound to flare up. Attention must be devoted principally to raising the workers to the level of revolutionaries. It is not our task to descend to the level of the working masses. He loved her with the fire of 1,000 suns. She was his solace in the chaos, his redemption. It is necessary sometimes to take one step backward to take 2 steps forward. Exchange, fair or unfair, always presupposes and includes the rule of the bourgeoisie. We do not at all disagree with the anarchists on the question of the abolition of the state as an aim. You probe with bayonets. If you find mush, you push. If you find steel, you withdraw. Kovik nikada nemos biti divulgno radicalen. Odnosno kovik mora biti radicalen koliko I sama estivornost. One must always strive to be as radical as reality itself. At the basis of these swindles and manipulations lies socialized production, but the immense progress of humanity which achieved this socialization goes to benefit the speculators. And is it not sex, bodies of definite, uncompromising principles that lead us into revolutions? What is a liberal democratic Philistine? An empty gut filled with cowardice. Socialism means keeping account of everything. You will have socialism if you take stock of every piece of iron and cloth. The roots of modern religion are deeply embedded in the social oppression of the working masses. The bourgeoisie are today evading taxation by bribery, and through their connections, we must close all loopholes. I particularly approve of and welcome the arrest of millionaire saboteurs in the first and second-class railway carriage. This transformation of competition into monopoly is one of the most important, if not the most important, phenomena of modern capitalist economy. Our party, like any other political party, strives for political supremacy for itself. We are witnessing a highly instructive and highly comical spectacle. The bourgeois liberal prostitutes are trying to drape themselves in the toga of revolution. Thus, the 20th century marks the turning point from the old capitalism to the new, from the domination of capital in general to the domination of finance capital. Federal Switzerlandization would be a huge step backwards for Germany, too. The state is a product and a manifestation of the irreconcilability of class antagonisms. Democracy for an insignificant minority, democracy for the rich. This is the democratism of capitalist society. Under capitalism, democratism is restricted, cramped, curtailed, mutilated by all the conditions of wage slavery and of the poverty and misery of the masses. Capitalism has triumphed all over the world, but this triumph is only the prelude to the triumph of labor over capital. Du national socialist ideologien herturlu kukumsenmässigt onden herturlu useklasma burjuva ideologisen in Guklandiromässigt anlamina gellier. Imperialism is the eve of the social revolution of the proletariat. This has been confirmed since 1917 on a worldwide scale. In Lenin, July 6, 1920.